Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Fresh crisis blooms in Efcc as operative. Decry use of police as chairman. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Thank you for always being there and for being supportive. We thank you very much. God bless you. Well, my people, we know about the saga and the issues of what has been going on with the EFCC. By now, we are no strangers to the Ibrahim Magu's issue. We're talking about when you give the cat the fish to hold, and the very thing you've given to the cat is what the cat is actually preying on. Ibrahim Magu is supposed to be someone who is speaking against anti-corruption, who is helping the people fight against corruption, but apparently not so, very far from that, very far. This very person is the same person who is now the one being indicted for crime. So what are we talking about? What is the issue? This is Nigeria for us, and we need to wake up and make sure that things are done decently and in order. Because if we find that a member of, somebody who is supposed to be facilitating development and growth and help the place to, to be better is the one being indicted, then we should know that, the whole system needs to be sanitized and probed. Anyway, people, they are crying out that they are using a police as a chairman. And let's get into the news and get all the details. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, appears to be heading for a fresh crisis following the ongoing probe of the now suspended acting chairman of the commission, Ibrahim Magu, over multiple allegations of corruption, as some aggravated operatives has rejected the continued use of police office as chairman of the commission and demanded a change. Sources told Business Day on Monday that the police have hijacked the leadership of the commission, trying to communalize it for the past 17 years. The commission should be open to all other security and law enforcement agencies and even credible civilians to head the commission in a democratic setting. There are DSS, NIS, and even senior directors who are civilians that can lead the commission, the sources added. Although the aggravated operative noted that there are good police officers in the commission, they called on the federal government to discontinue the use of only police officers as head of the commission. The sources at the EFCC headquarters claimed that since its establishment, the police have been heading the outfit, thereby making the commission look like a police outfit. They added that the travel of Magu over multiple layers of allegation corruption have affected the police and further exposed their alleged poor public image in the country. The law establishing the EFCC recommends that the commission should consist of a chairman who should be chief executive and accounting officer of the commission. He should be a retired or serving member of any government, security, or law enforcement agency, not below the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police or its equivalent. The aggressive personnel also lamented that the police officers that were brought to the commission on secondment have preferred the act and not returning their place of origin, alleging that most of them had remained in the commission for up to 17 years and such secondment has not allowed the agency to move forward. The detained acting chairman Magu was one of such police personnel brought to the commission. Detained acting chairman Magu was one of such police personnel brought to the commission on secondment by the pioneer chairman Malam Nahum, but has remained and never returned to his original office, they allege. The aggravated operative threatened to fight the status quo and effect a change to enable other security and law enforcement officers to head the commission. It was Rabideau, an assistant commissioner, that brought police people on secondment to help build the institution for 2 years, renewable for another 2 years. After the 2 years, the police officers are supposed to go back to their original base, but they have remained. Some of them have remained up to 17 years in violation of the law, the sources said. They accuse Magu of trying to turn the Efcc into a police establishment, even when the commission is an independent body and not even a police department. Magu was arrested on Monday, July the 6th, by men of the Department of Security Services, DSS, over allegations of fraud levied against him by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, is still being investigated by the presidential panel led by the retired Justice Ayo Salami. Well, this is what we're hearing now that happened. And now they are turning EFCC into a police establishment. Really, truly, EFCC is supposed to be an independent body. These are supposed to be bodies that help, shape the way things are in the country, with the exclusion of the police. Of course, police can come in, work with them at some point, and go back. And according to the constitution, what was supposed to be is a 2 years system in which afterwards they can renew it, and that's it, and go back to their location. But this has not happened. They've continued to stay, and one of such policemen that came initially was Magu. And you see, in this country, the major problem we have is a problem of accountability and people to watch over things and to give credibility. There are no accounts, there are no authorization, nothing is really going on, and things are just done anyhow as they please. There are no bodies who are overseeing whatever anybody is doing. Nobody is checking the governors, nobody is checking the senators, nobody is checking what is really going on. Everybody just allows things to go like that. Nobody interviews, nobody checks to make sure that the money that is being spent, what it was spent for, there is no proper audit documentation. And these are the things that are affecting Nigeria as a country. Even with the president, the vice president, we don't know exactly what is happening in this country. We don't know. That's why people can carry on with fraudulent activities and continue to misuse public funds. These are things that we should not be. Every agency is supposed to have another body that oversees it. But in Nigeria, we have not come to that point. And in fact, they know what to do, but nobody wants to put it in place so that they are not, so that they are not probed. Yes, they enjoy the freedom, and as such, nobody wants to be, to be checked. Let's start from as little as local government chairman to House of Representative, to House of Assembly. I mean, just take it all the way up and you will see for yourself what is the check process in place to make sure that things are done decently and in order. What is the check process in place? What probes, what cuts the excesses of the president? And who says the president cannot be said no to when he comes up to say, we want to borrow more money and more money? Why is the Senate there? How come the Senate are the same people who are not, actually criticizing, having a pinhole to really watch and say, this is what is happening, this is what it should be? How come nobody's really speaking into what the nation, taking check, like other nations? When you come into public office, your assets should be declared, and by the time you're leaving, we know how much you should earn per annum. But Nigeria, being in Nigerian public office, is very juicy. I know there is no accountability. I know things are going to get there, but the pace is quite slow. And the evil is prevailing by the day. And this is what we must guide against. This is what we must speak against, so that we can make advancement and we can move forward. Anyway, people, what do you think? Don't forget to like us, to share, to subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We want to say thank you. Thank you very much for always being there. Remember, you have a voice. God bless. Bye for now.